Today it's 3rd v 2nd as we welcome Lyon to the Velodrome. It's a big game in the race automatic Champions League qualification. Potentially could be the end of a title race though. Hi guys, what is going on? Gamer James here. This is episode 39 with Marseille. Thank you very much for coming back. Thank you very much for clicking play. Yeah, so today it's Lyon. They are currently 2nd in the league. We are currently 3rd. No prizes for guessing who is in 1st. We'll show you the league table in a little bit. Got a little bit of transfer news, a couple of new players. But before all that, let's see how we've done since the last video. Okay, so our first match then was against Nantes in the French Cup 10th round. We beat them 3-0. It was a comfortable scoreline. It was far from a comfortable match. Nantes gave a very, very good account of themselves. You can tell that looking at the stats. They had 16 shots with 9 on target. We had 23, but we only put 8 on target. We were just a lot more clinical. Christopher Julien scored his first goal for the club, our fringe signing centre-back. Memphis Depay then eased the nerves in first half stoppage time before Francisco Javier scored his first goal for the club 7 minutes into the second half to put the game to bed. It's safe passage, but it wasn't as comfortable as it could have been. And following on from the Nantes game, we travelled to Valenciennes in Ligue 1, and again, wasn't a particularly enjoyable match. Very, very nervy, very frustrating, very even match. Thomas Andrade and Moussa Dembele put us 2 goals up before Valery Kazayashvili got one back just into the second half. Andrea Pereira just past the hour mark made it 3-1 and seemingly put the game to bed, made it look comfortable. But Naki Wells, for the second game in a row, scored against us in the last minute. It was too little too late. But again, looking at the stats, it was a very even game, and a draw probably wouldn't have been an unfair result, but it would certainly have been a frustrating one. But we held on, and it's wins like this that really cement you in the European positions. Next up then was a home game against Lille. This was just a school lesson in finishing. It was absolutely fantastic. 5 goals, only 2 goal scorers. Memphis Depay got a brace. Moussa Dembele got a hat-trick. It was the MD pairing. They were fantastic in this match. Dembele had 2 goals before 15 minutes. Depay then off the mark on 25 before Dembele again 6 minutes before the break got his hat-trick. Depay scored the 5th goal to complete the rout on 88 minutes. Las Bangura had pulled one back for Lille with 20 minutes to go, but it's another one of those, you look at the stats and 5-1 looks really flattering to us, but we were the better team. And yes, maybe a little bit flattering, but we were deserved winners, and it was really pleasing to see us be so clinical. Next up then, a trip to Monaco, and this was a game. This was a phenomenal match. Andrea Pereira and Memphis Depay put us into a quick-fire 2-0 lead after 17 minutes. 10 minutes later though, and Davis Elka had scored twice, and it was 2-2. But that wasn't the end of the scoring. Francisco Javier again stepped up, scored his 2nd goal for the club 7 minutes before the break, put us 3-2 up. It was very much smash and grab at this point because you could tell from the stats that we were not the better team. Kylian Mbappe did equalise just before the hour mark for Monaco, and it was very much hands to the pump here after this. We did bring in the roadblock with about 5-6 minutes to go, and we managed to see the game out. But frustrating that we didn't win, considering we were 2-0 and 3-2 ahead, but a draw at Monaco, considering they're right on our coattails for 3rd, a draw at Monaco is a fabulous result. And finally then, before today's match, the first leg in Austria, the first leg of our first knockout round Europa League match against Sturm Graz. It was a comfortable win. We won 2-0. 2 second half goals from the MDs, Moussa Dembele and Memphis Depay. We were very much in control of this match all the way through. It was just a case of Could we get the daylight? 1-0 would have been good, but 2-0 obviously is virtually the tie done. So hopefully we'll be now into the second knockout round, which will be the furthest we've got in Europe in this save, and hopefully another favourable draw. So you see the fixtures then in their full glory, and you can see we're just in fantastic form again. It happened around about this time last season as well. We're just in brilliant form. We're scoring virtually every game. We're winning most games. The last defeat was that horrendous 3-0 at Nice. It's just been brilliant form so far. The only problem is that the two teams above us are also in ridiculously good form. So you can see here then the Ligue 1 table, the Ligue 1 view in general. Paris Saint-Germain are top, they're starting to pull away a little bit. They have played this weekend, so it's kind of a false position that they're in to a certain extent. Of course, the fact that third and second meet now means that at some point Paris Saint-Germain are going to be very happy with whatever happens in that match, because it's going to virtually eliminate one, potentially both, of their title rivals. They're currently 6 points clear of Lyon, 10 points clear of ourselves, so it is a must-win game today at home to Lyon for us. If we do lose it, 10 points behind with 11 games to go, we are not winning the title. If we lose it, we'll be 7 points behind Lyon, and that would be really tough to make that back. It doesn't help when Monaco is still only 2 points behind us as well in fourth, so the top four are just piling on the wins. The only thing we can do is go out and win the match today, get ourselves back within a point, and then it'll just become a battle for second between presumably ourselves, Lyon and Monaco. So we do have some transfer news. We've got 2 players coming in, and we've got a couple that we've agreed for on free transfers in the summer, so we'll just quickly run through those. So this guy, Loic Goujon, comes in from Nancy. He's only 25, defensive midfielder or central midfielder. He's one to bolster the French numbers at the squad to satisfy the European quotas. He's not going to play loads of games. He has made a few appearances. He's bang average, but he didn't cost as much at all. You can see we got him for 375 grand. So at 25, he's no risk really at all. He's only on a 2.5-year deal, so he's one to just bolster the squad, and as I say, just grow the French numbers a little bit. This one though, I am very happy about. Timu Bakayoko comes in from Monaco. Now on FM18, this guy is going to be an absolute beast. He's going to be at Chelsea or Man City or Man United or whichever Premier League club comes in from in real life this summer. He's just going to be an absolute beast for them. Just look how much I got him for. 900k. Absolutely delighted with it. We'd already signed Loic Goujon when he became available. Otherwise, I wouldn't have signed Goujon. But he came available for 900k, and it was a no-brainer. I know he's not the player on FM17 that he will be on FM18, but I just had to have him when he came available. I'm delighted to get him in. Okay, so I said we've got 2 coming in on free transfers in the summer. This is the first one. Giovanni Lo Celso comes in from San Lorenzo. He was at Paris Saint-Germain. Spent the last couple of seasons back over in Argentina. I had him on FM16 in my Estudiantes save on loan, and he was decent, but his stats have really improved since he's been at Paris Saint-Germain as well. I'm really happy to get this kid in. He looks like he could be a really useful player. Probably going to have to be a little bit of movement to get him into the team. A couple of players might have to leave, but can't wait to get this kid in and get him in the team. And this is the other one that we've got coming in, Andrija Zivkovic. He comes in from Benfica. He's made over 100 appearances so far for them. He just looks the business. He's an inside forward over on the right, so it'll be him and Francisco Javier battling it out for that position in the team. We do also have Thomas Andrade that can play there, but he can move over into the middle. Really, really happy to get this guy in as well. He's only coming in on 100 grand a week, so it's not as much as he wanted. He wanted about 150, I think, and I just brought it right down, and he took it. So I'm really, really happy to get this guy in. He's going to be worth a lot of money once we've got him, but he's going to be a brilliant player to have in the team for next season. Right then, this is the team to take on Lyon. We've got some tired players. The schedule is starting to catch up with us a little bit. We're still in 4 competitions in February, which is brilliant, but it does test the limits of your squad. So we do have Rajkovic in goal, Malik Ousfani at left back, Luca Perra and Eric Bailly in the centre of defence with Kyle Walker at right back. Bruno Fernandes and Ivalio Chochev in the middle with Sisto, Pereira, Francisco Javier and Moussa Dembele in attack. Timu Bakayoko's on the bench because Chochev needs game time. He's not been playing recently and his physicals are going down a little bit. Bruno Fernandes is in the team because I've promised him more first team football. Could be one of the ones that leaves in the summer though. We'll have to see how that goes. But it's as strong a squad as I can get, really. Let's just hope they do the business. So the press are saying this one's going to be a draw, which, you know, is some world-class fence sitting. A draw's no good to us. We desperately need the win. We've gone and told them assertively to pick up from where they left off in the last match. It's gone okay. It's not done too badly at all. We're quite happy with how that's gone. Oh, this is going to be a nervy match. We could do with an early goal. An early goal would be really, really nice here. That would really help settle my nerves, let alone the players. So let's see. Let's hope we can get it. Sisto brings that ball down beautifully. Here's Chochev. Good ball. Have Francisco Javier looked to cross it across, and no one wants to shoot. Bruno Fernandes there should have been taking the shot on, surely. Instead tried to lay it off. We get the corner. Here's Javier. Good ball back to Pereira. Played in. Dembele is... Oh, it's not Dembele that was offside. Andrea Pereira was offside from the pass out to him. Almost had that dream start there. Here's Nkulu and Rafael. Christian Teo. They've got Teo and Deulofeu in their attack now. So they've got ex-Barcelona wingers in their attack now. Here's Dembele, but it's a poor ball. Here is Deulofeu and Tolisso, Bakambu, and Christian Teo with a chance, and he's ballooned it. Throwing by Samia, but Eric Bailly clears it away. It's with Sergi Dardar. Now Nkulu, Tolisso, Bakambu, Ousfani steps across, cuts out the pass, but we're just not getting control of the ball here. Come on, lads. Come on, Bakambu, stop him. He always scores against us. Tolisso heads on. The curse of the commentator. Cannot believe that I say that he always scores against us. I mean, what is Rajkovic doing here? That is awful. Just come and clear him out. Said he always scores against us, and literally a second and a half later, he scores against us. And Chochev almost got us back on terms. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Here's Walker, Bruno Fernandes, Sisto, Kyle Walker. Good move, but Rafael steps across, takes it away from him, and here he is, Bakambu, Deulofeu. They are set up perfectly to play against us at the minute. As Eric Bailly, it's just into no man's land. It's an awful header though, and Dembele's been given a chance. And just like in the last video against Paris Saint-Germain, Moussa Dembele gets a gift out of absolutely nothing. GW, this one could be coming for your Fail of the Month series. So can we build on that absolute gift from Lyon? Deulofeu though is going to look to put us back behind, and Rajkovic pulls off a great save. I feel a lot better now because we gifted them their goal. I mean, it was shocking defending. 2 defenders and Rajkovic couldn't get to the ball, and Bakambu just was able to smash it in. But then we were gifted an absolute stupid goal, and it's Paris Saint-Germain and Lyon have both done the exact same thing. Let Dembele in, and he punishes you. He will not miss those. We've got to build on it now. We really do. Got to stop Bakambu though. We've got to get the instructions sorted on him. Here he is. And there's a good challenge on him by Perrin. Samir, Gonalon, they are just dominating possession. And Bakambu, that is beautiful footwork. Rajkovic with the save. Bakambu is tearing us apart at the minute. I think it's because we're playing Luca Perrin, who's relatively inexperienced, but he's fit. And I think Bakambu is having a field day against him at the minute. Delafeu to whip the corner in. Sisto, I think that was that headed it away, but it's Teo. Gone along to Bakambu. Great challenge by Chochev. And skied. We have changed the instructions on Bakambu now. We are closing him down at all times. We are tackling him hard. Hopefully, we'll nullify his threat. Here's Francisco Javier to Dembele. And Sisto. Shot is blocked. Bruno Fernandes out to Usfani. Whip it across. He does. What a save that was. Oh, Sisto must have thought he scored there. I thought he'd scored there. What a save from Anthony Lopez. Point blank. Should have been 2-1. Brilliant, brilliant save. But signs that we can get in behind them. Come on. Francisco Javier takes that on well. Dembele make the run. Totally outnumbered there. There was about six defenders on Dembele there. Anthony Lopez to take this kick. Here's Yanga Mbiwa. Nkulu and Dada and Bakambu. Get in there. Get in on him. Come on. Tolisso. Delafeu to Bakambu again. At least we're closing him down. We're not getting a footing on him, but we're closing him down. The shot from Dada is well over. Bruno Fernandes. Pereira. Out to Usfani. Sisto puts it in. And Francisco Javier. He is scoring against all the big clubs. Scored against Monaco. Scored here today. We don't deserve that, but what a ball in from Sisto. And Francisco Javier puts us in front right on the stroke of half time. It is half time now. Whew, got to take a breath. What a finish. He's left footed, playing on the right wing, and thumps in a wonderful right foot finish. Absolutely stunning. But we have now got to tell them, do I tell them I'm not happy? Part of me is tempted to say I'm not happy with your performance, but we're going to say there's still room for improvement. You've played well because we're winning, and I can't really tell them that I'm not happy that we're winning. Surely that would just stress them out like there's no tomorrow. There's going to be a couple of changes coming up fairly early. I think there's a few tired players in the team, but at the minute we just keep it with the 11 that started the game. Try and get 3-1 if we can before we make any big changes. Delafeu with the free kick. It clears the bar. So at the minute this result puts us point behind Lyon, it puts us 7 behind Paris Saint-Germain, but it puts a lot of pressure on Monaco before their match because we will put us 5 points clear. So it just shows how big the win could be. Francisco Javier took that on beautifully and hits the shot just wide. Didn't get hold of it properly. It's a bad miss in the end. You can see we do have a couple of tired players. I can't do a lot about Malik Usfani because Faitu Mawassa is injured. Bruno Fernandes will probably come off in a little bit. The good news is, though, of course, the match after this is the home game against Sturm Graz, and we're as good as through. So there will be changes in that game, and we can hopefully let our big first-team players sit that one out. Jordan Ayew will probably play up front and give Dembele a rest because he helped get the job done in the first leg. So yeah, hopefully we can get everyone back up to 100% by the time the league resumes. But can we get a third goal here? It's Moussa Dembele. Good ball to Chochev, and he does hit one. It's a good save from Lopez. A bit awkward, but a good save. We have the corner. Will we make anything happen from it? Pereira takes, headed away, and cleared away by Nkulu. Lopez takes the goal kick short. Sergi Dada. Lopez thumps the clearance. Bit scrappy at the minute. No team can get hold of it. Here's Dembele though. That's an awful pass. Delafeu heads on. Bakambu. We have got a couple of changes pending. The 2 central midfielders are being replaced. Oh, what happened there? It was a great save, I think, from Rajkovic. Possibly the post involved as well. We've cleared it away. So yeah, Chochev and Fernandes are coming off. And we've got Asasibar and Bakayoko coming on to give some energy in midfield. see us through this in the last half an hour. Eric Bailly is also looking really tired, so he could well be the next one to come off. But here's Deulofeu. We've got a player down. Who's that that's down injured? Can we click on him? Will it tell us who it is? And they have equalised. It's Lucas Perrin who's down injured. And they have taken full advantage. What happened there? He is down like he's been shot. Couldn't really see from there what happened. It's a lovely finish. But what happened? What happened there? He's gone down with a gashed head. He's still down on the ground. Look at that. He's not in the same position he was when they scored, but he's still down on the ground. We're going to have to take him off. Here's Bakayoko. Can he score? He scores his first goal for the club. What a thumping hit that is. I think was that an immediate reply? I think Sisto here played across, one touch, and bang, 3-2. Malang Sarr to take the free kick. Lucas Perrin then has gone off. Malang Sarr came on to replace him. They have gone to a 4-1-2-3 attacking, so they are coming looking for goals now. This is a sassy bar. And Francisco Javier, Pereira, Dembele, it's 4-2. Oh, wow. 2 goals in, what, 3 minutes, I think that is. Oh, that is fantastic. Francisco Javier to Pereira, touched on, and Dembele does what Dembele does. Rajkovic takes a kick to Sarr, goes back to Rajkovic, now Eric Bailly. Nice passing, Francisco Javier, but oh, he's left it behind, and Deulofeu's away, and Bakambu's in, and Bakambu has missed. Throwing through Sfani, here's Sisto. Oh, I have Francisco Javier. Wow, it's countered. It is 5-2. I didn't celebrate. I thought for all the world he was going to be flagged offside there. It's a brilliant ball in and a lovely volley. Francisco Javier is starting to deliver on that £35 million price tag. He is going to be, well, he is a wonder kid. He is going to be an absolute beast in this game. He's going to be one of the best regens I have found in quite some time in this game, I think, as well. Malang Sarr has been caught. Scherbesberger's in. And Rajkovic saves and keeps it at 5-2. This is such a big, big win. In terms of the goal difference as well. Not just the fact that we're taking the points, but in terms of the goal difference. We'll have a look at that after the match. But beating them by 3 goals, of course, adds 3 to our goal difference and takes 3 off theirs. So it's a big, big swing in the goal difference in this match. There it is, 5-2. They woke the beast when they equalised, didn't they? They assaulted one of our players, it looked like. Scored when he was off the pitch. Scored on his side of the defence as well. He would have been there. And that woke the beast, and we hit 3 goals to, well, it looks like we demolished Lyon. But we were second best for much of that game. So we are going to calmly tell them it's a good win. It's not as good as 5-2 suggests. The performance wasn't brilliant, but the finishing was exceptional. Well, hasn't this turned into a really good video? Coupled with our 5-2 win over Lyon, Monaco have dropped points at Montpellier. So not only have we clawed back some points on second place and stayed in touch with Paris Saint-Germain, we've pulled away a little bit from Monaco as well. 11 games to go, we are only 7 points behind Paris Saint-Germain. Don't think I've ever been this close to them at this stage of the season. The signs are that their dominance is starting to slip a little bit. Hopefully that continues into next season. But brilliant video. You can see here as well that Moussa Dembele is clear and away the top scorer in the division at the minute. 27 goals in 27 games. The guy's a beast. If you haven't signed him yet, what are you playing at? Get him signed. In terms of the next video then, it's depending on the draw for the Europa League, it's got to be the Coupe de la Ligue final. It's Paris Saint-Germain Cup final day. 3rd season in a row I think we've been in this final. So as I say, it'll depend on who we get in the next round of the Europa League. If that's a mouth-watering tie, then it might change things. If not, it'll be Paris Saint-Germain. Whatever happens, it'll be a big game. I hope you'll join me for that. If you like this video, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you for whoever our opponents are in the next video, because it will be another huge game.